Hey, what's up you guys? So today I'm going to be installing sound deadening Kilmat, and this is how it came. So it came with small pieces. I believe there's about not too sure how many, but we're going to be installing it in my Chevy Impala. So this is the car that I have here, of course. I already did one door. I sound insulated the door trim itself on the inside here, as well as on the outside of the door, basically in the inside of here in this case. And I've also did the inner paint. That just show a clip or a photo. This is what the progress looked like before. So it's kind of like a glimpse, and just to show y'all how so far it appears to be making less sound when I close the door. So just to show y'all, and then when we go to the other side has no sound deadening on it. Just show y'all. And just to show you what the inside sounds like when you sit down and close it. So this is the driver's side with no deadening inside. And this is what the deadening sounds like on the driver's side, installed already. So I guess you could say there is a little bit of a comparison, but just to show y'all clip side by side. Okay, so really I'm not gonna go too much into how to remove a door from your Chevy Impala, because there's really a few videos you can look up for that. But just to show y'all, we're gonna be using this tool to remove off some plastic pieces that normally you may not be able to get by hand. Primarily this piece right here, which goes into the mirror. Go to the other side. I prefer these plastic tools because they won't scratch the paint. And last person, I guess, who went into here before, I guess, made a big scratch. Obviously not me, but anyways, so now we're gonna get this piece off. I don't know if I can do this with one hand, but like I said, there's a ton of videos on how to do this on YouTube, so no one needs to get mad at me. This is kind of like a little quick install and a review, to be honest. So the Kilmats were about $65 off of Amazon. In case anyone is wondering, I'll also list the link below. This piece is very easy to get off by hand. Then we're going to need a 7mm nut socket to pull this out with the ratchet. You're gonna need an 11mm for this, and then a star screw, which I think is a 47. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not too sure. So that's why I said look up a video on how to get them, and you can obviously find a little bit of cheap tools at AutoZone or Harbor Freight. So once we do that, we're pretty much going to pull on these tabs here. Matter of fact, what I'll do is just skip to that part, and then we'll be on. You guys, I'm back. So we removed off all 4 pieces here, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So as of right now, we're gonna pull this off, and it should be all right so far. Now pull this piece off. Now here's the other part. We're gonna have a few pieces here. So the passenger side has a few pieces we need to actually remove. So for example, this piece here, this is for the window controls and locks. Just push down that little tab there, it should come off. And then you're gonna need a pair of some pliers to squeeze this piece here. Basically just squeeze it inward, that way you can pull this piece out, and then you can pop out the ball right here for the lock, for the door window. So I'll be right back. Let me grab those pliers and pull it out. There we go. So this thing took about 40 seconds. Longest 42 seconds ever. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is clean up the door. There's obviously a little bit of dirt on here, but it obviously is something we're gonna be required to do anyway. So clean off the door panel, then clean off the door itself, remove this piece here, and then we'll be reapplying it afterwards. And then basically applying the sound deadening on the inside of the door and then behind the speaker as well. So obviously you will need a 7mm socket to remove this. If you have the original speakers, it should be the same way. This is just a an aftermarket piece that holds my aftermarket Pioneer speaker. So that's about that. And then basically have your roller to apply, and then basically that's it. One thing I did want to mention is, because I don't want to really bore anyone out, so what I'm going to do is basically just cut piece by piece, and basically at the end of this whole process I'll basically show you what it looks like. That way I'll get a in-depth, and then that way we'll test it out to see how it works once we're in the car, and then probably go for a little drive. Okay, so as I mentioned, I'm not gonna go too much, but I told you I was gonna basically take this piece off and then apply it. That's what I did with the other door, but I'm glad I left this on. So here's a couple of pieces. It's not really the best job because I don't have a lot of tools, but I'm probably maybe just put some in here and maybe a little piece around here, but we're gonna remove this anyways and then apply it all over and then go from there. Okay, so about 45 minutes into it, this is kind of like, it's not really the best. I kind of cut more wide pieces on the right side compared to the left side because honestly I wasn't sure, but so far it's doing pretty good. I think this is where I'm gonna leave it for now. There's not really any wiring that I need to worry about that's gonna rattle in here. I may do this little section off here, but it's no big deal. So I think we'll get this back on the car now, and then we'll start doing the door wrap pretty much right now. This is just a little update. So I pretty much got the cover off of here. As I mentioned earlier, I actually ended up sound deadening it. This is what we have. Not many pieces, but you know, this will work. And I know some people are probably gonna say that that leftover glue is not gonna really stick, but you know what? I'm gonna test it anyways. It may not really hurt to do, but you know, we'll try. So cut off a little bit of pieces here and there. I'm gonna put some little pieces here, just kind of like, you know, add some more deadening. But as you can see, I pretty much did the inside. It may not look much because I know that I probably should add more pieces, but going down here and coming up here, it's kind of like the lower part. This is the upper part. I don't even know if the camera can really see up here, but this is where we're at right now. So I'm gonna cut a little bit more pieces, and then we'll pretty much put everything back and see how well it works. So I put back the door, and I do have to say, doesn't sound too bad so far. So even the speaker area, check that out. There's a little bit more deadening up here as I'm aware of, but I did add some to the bottom as y'all saw previously, so, or at least most of it. So okay guys, so I do have to say that we pretty much completed the install of the sound deadening in the car doors. And I do have to say that, sorry it's a little messy, but it's not as rattling as the rears. So you hear that? This here. It may not sound like what you would expect on camera, but it does actually work. So, and I was actually testing out my speakers to make sure they worked earlier, and everything works. Alright, so now we're gonna go for a little test drive and see how it rides.
So while I was on this drive, I would have to say that I would give this product about a 7 out of 10. And mainly for the reason is, even though I was driving at around 65 miles an hour, I kind of expected a little bit of a different result. Maybe because it's only the two front doors, we're probably going to sound deadening the rear doors, and probably the rest of the car later on. But I do have to say that the sound quality on this is just amazing. More bass than ever. Less rattling against the metal frame, I would have to say, so I could definitely get more. This is pretty much just a quick video that I wanted to show you guys, because honestly I was not too sure if this was really going to work. So this was kind of like a quick unbox, quick install. Wasn't sure what to expect, and nor do I have any experience on installing this type of product at all. This is all new to me, and it's something new that I wanted to try because I recently had gotten a new head unit for the car, and it's because I also do have the aftermarket speakers already installed. I figured, well, why not go a little bit above and beyond? So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or any feedback to provide that I can probably use for a future installment for the rest of the car, please feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.